or was associated with individuals who were, you know, fucked up deals. And they didn't fuck up deals just for me, they fucked up deals for themselves too. You know what I'm saying? I mean, made stupid decisions that fucked up deals, you know, like really fucked up deals where niggas really didn't even have to do work and shit like that. I mean, and there's deals that I wouldn't have fucked up that would have been like, you know, was residual income that I wouldn't have fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, chances to work with Wu-Tang, my nigga, and shit like that, I wouldn't have fucked that up on my own. I would have needed help, and I did have help. Because Chill loved us. That shit right there, man, nigga, we should have had that deal with Firehouse. I don't understand why we didn't have it. I don't even understand what happened. The niggas was in my house. You know, they were in my house. You know, staying in my house. There's no way in the world why we shouldn't have, that deal with Chill shouldn't have gone all the way through. Oh yeah, they went to the motherfucking concert without me and then made a fucking crazy U-turn and had Chill get out the car and say, I'm not fucking with you motherfuckers anymore. Ever fucking again. Oh, that's what happened. So I just, you know, I go through these times and shit. Like, even my deal with Dre wasn't my fuck up. You know what I'm saying? And people seem to forget what happened, that they weren't there at the time when the deal was offered and we were supposed to make the deal and shit. I mean, and then niggas want to gaslight you later. It's like, what the fuck? Alton, I don't even remember you used to rap. What? You don't remember I used to rap? Or is what? Is this main? Are people going along and just fucking hypnotizing people and making people brainwashing other people, or is it just the fact that everybody decides they want to gaslight? So sometimes that makes me upset too in this city. Like, I come back to this city and it's like, you rapped, Alton? Y'all sound like my mom trying to say, you know what I'm saying, that with that bullshit with like y'all sound like Carol. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, what? And it's like deals that niggas fucked up deals. I mean, like deals after deals. Niggas, I mean, like purposely fucked up deals. Like, and a lot of these niggas ain't doing shit to this day. I mean, it's doing less than shit. And you fucked up deals. And again, the there and then is the here and now. I'm not as necessarily salty as, you know, because when I look at it, it's like, wow, you know, things would have been done. There's certain deals that are like certain opportunities that got fucked up that necessarily would have added. You can't say that either. I can't say that either. That's regrets. That's shit. What a shit. But there's still like repressed memories and shit associated with this shit. And so I gotta kind of like sometimes be like, what? Version, all these possible deals, my nigga, that people just like fucked over. At the end of the day, I have to say I'm not mad, but there's a part of me that is mad, and that'd be lying to say that it was, and that's the repressed part, where I made myself like, oh, I'm in retrospect, I'm like, well, I'm where I am, and I'm happy where I am, and those experiences would have affected me from, you know, differently, but from, you know what I'm saying, like the catharsis is like, nigga, y'all didn't do shit after y'all fucked up that deal. It's like, we could have got a deal, my nigga. We had possible deals, and it's not like, I mean, like Ian and wanting to fucking produce me and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like forever and a day, and I'm like, nigga, why would you fuck that shit up? Why would you fuck up the fact just because? I mean, and it's not like, and a lot of niggas are like, well, I'm gonna leave you behind. I'm not gonna leave you behind, dude. If E Swift wants to fuck with this, wants to motherfucking goddamn produce this track, why the fuck don't you? I mean, it's not like I need you. I know a nigga before you. Because you're his cousin, it doesn't mean it's the first time I knew Eric. I knew Eric before you, my nigga. I knew of him before. I knew him before I knew of you. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna fuck up this deal that where we could motherfucking goddamn, we can all get paid based on the fact that I'm gonna be the headliner. And that was some crazy shit that niggas would do shit like that. Okay, Alton, you're going to be the headliner. You're the one that they're most interested in because you're the doper rapper. So I'm going to motherfucking salt the whole deal. Like, Wait a minute, you're gonna salt the whole deal like the fucking okay, like even the cartoon deal, which nobody got anything off that cartoon deal, my nigga. No one got anything out of that cartoon deal. But we could have salvaged the cartoon deal and gone with the with E Swift wanting the motherfucking having the studio and shit, wanting to produce some actual music. That would have been credible. I mean, Ism was there. I mean, Ism was. I mean, it was like, and it was like, dude, why the fuck? I mean, niggas want, and then when you look at it like in retrospect, it's like, damn, nigga, nobody did shit. That's cutting your nose off to spite yourself, and that's the kind of shit that niggas do. Niggas do shit like that. And I can go back to Wascals and all kinds of other shit that niggas was just like, we're gonna ruin the potential for everybody to come up. Just so one nigga can't come up. And that means that will include me. Not me, Alton, but the individual who said we will fucking fuck up shit. Niggas walked out on deals. Niggas walked out on meetings like meetings were coming to them on like on a day-to-day basis. Niggas got motherfucking, like I've been with niggas where niggas got fucking superstar because they was being offered motherfucking goddamn $10,000. Do you understand how shitty of a deal a $10,000 deal is, my nigga? Where they asking for motherfucking goddamn 85% publishing and they're offering $10,000. Nigga, look, we can negotiate this deal a lot better, but you acting like a superstar because somebody offered you $10,000 and 85% of your fucking publishing was ass. You're not a superstar, nigga. You're an idiot who doesn't understand motherfucking the way in which this shit works. And now I'm fucking up more shit. And I would go into the names. And like, there's niggas that was not involved in this aspect of the industry who act like they really was doing some shit. Or the scene. Let's make it even the scene. You was a part of the trendy scene. That's it. You were a fixture when this trendy scene became the hip hop scene. You were just a fixture. You were just a person who was around while things were occurring, but you weren't behind the scenes in any form or fashion. You weren't actually involved in like production, promotion, development. You didn't see the inside of a motherfucking goddamn, record company. You didn't see a record deal. You didn't see a fucking contract. None of this shit ever occurred as far as your involvement in this part of the scene. Even your involvement in the original scene only had to do with the fact that you saw some flyers. Like those two flyers that I saw, trendy scene flyers. The one in front of Vet. The last one with Action Jack on it. That shit was at the tail end of the fucking scene. That's why Action Jack needed to because we wasn't even doing the scene anymore like that. We were doing Underground Party. 247 Peace Posse was an entire different fucking manifestation of what, Ultra Wave and Jam City and all that shit was doing. By this time, dude, we was doing fucking underground parties fucking in Hollywood off of Heliothrope. You know what I'm saying? Like, on a regular basis with like Jimmy Jam and shit. By that time, when that flyer came out, where Action Jack was featured on flyers, there was no scene anymore. The scene had become a hip hop scene, which was 247 Peace Posse, which was entirely underground, like parties that had nothing to do with like the dance scene. Like fucking Soul Brothers had entirely left that scene altogether. Like it was an entirely different hip hop underground scene by that time. So it's like and niggas had to try to come and follow behind and get into that scene. Because the scene that they were familiar with, that they had finally gotten into, was already gone. It was deteriorating. Niggas wasn't even doing it. Me and Thomas was doing Brainstorm by that time. Which means that like the scene was entirely fucking different. Brainstorm was fucking, Brainstorm was like the above scene club. We weren't even fucking doing clubs like. By the time that fucking goddamn Matthew was featured on fucking goddamn flyers, dude, the events were not even fucking goddamn worth going to because nobody was going to them. We were doing entirely different fucking things. We were doing underground parties off of Heliothrope, and we were doing motherfucking goddamn brainstorming fucking in Hollywood off of Melrose. It was like entirely that scene had died by that time. I saw that flyer. I just wanted to say that. I just made that statement. That scene was dead by then. There was a new underground hip hop scene that was emerging that had like fucking goddamn, you know, celebrity endorsement, like fucking what's his name from Bud Bundy and shit. What's his name? It was David Faustino. It was an entirely different scene by that time. You know what I'm saying? Jimmy Jam and then was doing fucking, you know what I'm saying, the Heliothrope and all that other shit. 247 Peace Posse. It was an entirely different mind state by the time, by the 88, 89, that was dead. That was dying. GTA. You know what I'm saying? The Gents and all that shit was emerging and shit. And we weren't doing the same fucking, you know, ultrawave shit. There were more parties at Andre's house during that period of time than there was motherfucking any, you know, like any fucking like Vet or even like Victor Drews or any of that shit. Fucking, we had stopped doing that altogether. People had taken that mantle up and tried to motherfucking perpetuate that scene. But that scene was pretty much dead because it couldn't live on. I remember Matthew trying to tell me, well, this is what trendy people are doing now. This is what the trendy scene was like now. Who gives a fuck, Matthew? Who actually, hacky sack? Who gives a fuck, nigga? Like, we're not even doing that shit anymore. We moved, and Grim, I'm sorry, I gotta mention your name, and Grim was trying, or we stopped wearing the tapered pants and shit, and we're wearing fucking Dickies and shit. And I'm like, my nigga, that's like irrelevant. It's entirely irrelevant. You still going to those parties, nigga. You still going to those fucking goddamn, I don't go to those parties anymore. I don't even show up to those motherfucking shit anymore. What are you talking about? My last flyers passing out the motherfuckers during that fucking trendy scene was like fucking 87. Maybe 88. By 87, by the time that Tony came, by the time Anthony was at LA High, dude wasn't doing that shit anymore. That was like the end of that shit. That was, it was the kind of beginning. Like, I mean, like the end of the shit, the end of that shit. We were doing something entirely different by that time. I just like taking niggas down memory lane and shit, you know. And like, cause, okay, like, even the night that we did Stacy Boo Boo Bunny's party and DJ'd this party and brought all the DJ equipment there. And Matthew was slowing down fucking the tracks when I freestyle or when I rap. And that was like so fucked up. That was like, you know what I'm saying? Like shit like that. Like shit like that to make me appear off beat. You would slow down the motherfucking track and then let this nigga rap and then it would rap that whole shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That I had a great night that night though. I'm not gonna mention that shit. I'm not gonna go into what ended up happening that night, but I got to ride home and point A, point B, and all that other good shit.